Welcome to the Brother Smith of Chicago, Illinois, nonprofit home video and artwork creations. In this particular video, we will be looking at Psalms 105th chapter, 23rd verse, 12 sons of Jacob. The scriptural reference refers to 12 black Africans leaving Iraq, Babylonian steppe pyramid civilizations of Ham area. As they entered into ancient Egypt, we see the book of Genesis 49 chapter 8 and 8 verse, 4th son of Jacob, as the biblical African lion thinks in front of the African Egyptian pyramids, facing east towards 1 John 1:1, 15 billion year old sun throne that created the 5 billion year old earth in the outer black regions of space. So the fourth son of Jacob is referred to in the book of Genesis 49 chapter and 8 verse as the biblical couching lion of the tribe of Judah. So when we see a black man's face upon a lion's body, couched down in front of the biblical Isaiah 19:19 Giza pyramids, facing east towards the sun that created the 9 planets within our solar system, and which is spoken of in the 400-year-old mistranslated King James Bible as the biblical light that lighteth every man that cometh into the world. Now, don't get misunderstood. Don't relate, if you do not relate the human soul light to the hydrogen light coming from the sun as it is seen shining 93 million miles away across the black outer regions of space. Now we can confirm the holy hydrogen light of creation presence of 1 John 1:1 coming from the sun. In astronomy, it's referred to as the solar wind. So when we look at the chemical circular area of the human cell in microbiology 101 with the electron microscope, if we take a cell sample from the arm, the blood, the saliva, any part of the body, we see a chemical circular area of the cell. And we see that in the center is a black dot referred to as the cell nucleus, in the center of the chemical circular area of the human cell 75. When we look at the biblical light of all human beings glowing in its ionized circular holy hydrogen light of creation plasma form, we have rediscovered ancient Egypt's winged sun disk shining 93 million miles away across the black outer reaches of space as it strikes the ball-shaped earth. Now, the way we entered the earth is we entered the earth after traveling 93 million miles away across the black outer regions of space as a glowing magnetic ball of hydrogen light. Is basically the size of a molecule. And this magnetic glowing ball of hydrogen light traveled the full 93 million mile distance across the black outer regions of space from the sun, throne of God. As it entered into the north and south pole area of the bar-shaped earth, it traveled through a rotating tornado-like magnetic field into the atmosphere. Now, this is the sole purpose of why the African lion sphinx, a black man's face on the lion's body, exists in North Africa in front of the Egyptian pyramids as he faces east towards the biblical light that created the world. Now, when we destroy the Greek and Roman conquerors over the biblical Holy Lands, 400-year-old mistranslated King James Bible, a false man-based image of God as a white man called Jesus. Now, the only way I can successfully expose the white false man-based image of God is to have the white man called Jesus stand in your living room with a thin nose, long stringy hair. You're actually looking at a hippie, a white hippie in a white robe in your living room. Only when you raise the robe up of this white man called Jesus do you see that this white man called Jesus in your living room has a penis and a pair of testicles. So for all these 400 years of slavery of the Afro-American civilization, they've been bowing down to a white man as the biological God that created the 9 planets within our solar system, which is 100% incorrect. It's false. So every black neighborhood church, you see brainwashed Christians, you see beautiful black sisters bowing down to a white man and with thin hair, blue eyes, and long stringy hair as the God, biological God that created the 9 planets within our solar system. Now, the only way a black man will bow down to another man that has a penis called Jesus Christ is if he's been brainwashed. But why is this black sister being brainwashed by the 400-year-old mistranslated King James Bible lie? Now the answer is, when her black man come home from work, working hard to pay bills, pay the car notes, this black man walks into his black home, and he's confronted with a brainwashed black wife, a brainwashed black sister that holds up a 400-year-old mistranslated King James Bible and tell him a white man called Jesus Christ is God. Do you know what that black sister just did? She actually castrated her black brother. So you black men out here is being castrated literally by the 400-year-old mistranslated King James Bible. When your beautiful black wife and your beautiful black girlfriend holds up a 400-year-old mistranslated King James Bible, open it up, and you see a white man in a white robe called Jesus Christ that has a penis underneath his white robe. So if your black woman continues to pray to a white man that has a penis, just like you have a penis, you better check her. Something's wrong here. Now, the only way I can successfully make this video hit the point in which I'm trying to portray is that if you let the holy hydrolytic creation shine at 93 million miles away from 1 John 1:1, 15 billion year old sun zone that created the 5 billion year old world in the black outer regions of space. That means that the first wife of the sun in outer space, which is 1 John 1:1, biblical life that existed before the world. So what was the first planetary body to guard the sun in outer space? It was Venus. Now we have 9 planets orbiting a ball of light in outer space called the sun. So if you look at Venus as a planetary ball orbiting the sun, that's the first wife of God the light. Now the second planet is Mercury. Mercury is the first planet around the sun. Now the second planet that looks like a basketball orbiting around the sun in outer space is Venus. The third planet is Earth. Now if you ask the question, what came first, the chicken or the egg? Well, the egg came first, because when the egg cracks open, you see a little chicken crawling out. Ask the question about the black woman. The same question. What came first, the black woman or the ovum? It's the ovum. So when you look at the ball-shaped female earth ovum in microbiology within the stomach of all black women and white women, you see a ball-shaped reproductive egg. When you look at the cell walls of the brown ball-shaped female earth ovum, you see chemical circular cells that have black dots in the center of the cell nucleus. Then you see 1 John 1:1, holy hydrolytic creation that lighteth every man that cometh into the world. It's coming from the sun in astronomy as solar wind, a stream of charged ionized hydrogen light. And this hydrogen light is seen glowing around the chemical circular area of the human cell 75 in microbiology.